Hello, earthly neighbor. My last video was my very last video as a 24-year-old. Today, I'm 25. Let's make some nails about it. So I picked these two colors from a Prey for this particular set because it's very earthy, just like Virgo, and I had to glam it up just a little bit with this D&D 3D gel that I got for just $10 at my nail supply. Going in with this lovely chocolate shade from a Prey, the consistency feels really creamy. I don't even think I'm gonna have to do a second coat on these nails. I really think it's like a full first coat coverage, and I'm hoping the same for that green because it's like that beautiful sage green. So let's try it out. Yeah, this one's definitely not as creamy as the chocolatey one. It's definitely gonna need 2 coats. I might even guess 3. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure this one out a little bit. I'm hoping it's not a 3-coat color because that always makes the nail feel a lot more chunky. So I cured my nails and they look shiny and gorgeous. And if you look, that second coat on the sage green really saved it. I just figured out that you don't have to press so hard on the brush against the nail. If you actually kind of hover it a little bit and not touch the nail so much, the color goes on a lot more solid. Something else I picked up from the nail supply store is this really cute sticker pages. This particular sticker sheet, I could not leave it at the store. It just matched the vibe of this set so much. I almost left the store without this, and it is this really gorgeous, huge nail charm. I didn't realize how big it was. I feel like it kind of belongs on an XL set, but we're gonna try and make it work. I'm gonna put this on my nail. All right, here we go. It's really hard to pick up with this tweezer. Oh my God, look at that. It is huge. But you know, I'm gonna be able to work with this, all right? I'm just gonna be careful. I'm gonna seal it just like I saw in the tutorial. But you know what? I did not buy rhinestone glue. Let's see if anything else I have can substitute. Here's what I found from my drawer, and I have some builder gel. I also have some nail glue, which maybe I can use that as an adhesive. But when I was talking to the guy at the nail store, he actually told me that good old soft gel is kind of the same thing. So essentially I have the same thing in all 3 bottles. So let's just put it on and see what happens. I'm gonna coat this gel all over the rhinestone, and hopefully it will hold it in place while I cure it. And if I cure it for long enough, hopefully it'll stay. All right, I just have to center it here on my nail. It's kind of difficult. Oh, okay, all right. I really hope I didn't get any gel on my skin. I can't even touch it. Okay, let me put it down. Maybe if I put some gel on my nail, then I can, touch the nail gel with the rhinestone gel and it'll all work out, right? Oh, and it is not staying in place. This is not working out how I thought it would. And maybe I should just go back and get some rhinestone glue, but I don't have time for that right now. So I'm gonna move on and use this other blue foil heart that is much smaller, but it'll do the job. I'm using some alcohol to just wipe off this gel, and some of it's cured. Hold on, I gotta buff this off a little bit so that I can start fresh. I'm gonna go ahead and top coat all of these nails so that we can get started on the painting. With this gold paint, I'm thinking I can make some stars or some little diamonds. You'll see what I mean. This little blue heart is going to substitute that giant rhinestone. I'm gonna place it right here, right here. But I'm gonna put it over maybe like a star that I make with the 3D gel. So it's time to whip it out. It is in a gel pot. I've never had anything in a gel pot, but the way it's on this brush right now, it feels like I'm dipping into Jello, but it is sticking to the bristles. So I'm just gonna keep poking it in there until it gets covered in gold. I'm gonna lay my middle finger flat and try and draw a nice straight line in the middle of my nail as a basis for a sort of star shape that I can put that blue foil heart right on top of. You know, I'm not really upset about the rhinestone not working out because now I get to test my skills of coming up with abstract art on the spot. Sometimes I really overthink it and I think if I put waves here and a French tip next to it, maybe it's unbalanced and, you know, that little snowball starts an avalanche. And I never get around to making any abstract art, which I guess is why I like to replicate things in terms of characters and symbols that are already out there. But this set, I'm gonna make something. I'm gonna make something out of this brain. All right, middle finger looking good. I'm moving on to this ring finger. Maybe I can make some of the smaller stars that people typically have to complement that one big star in the middle. It's looking a little crooked. What if I did a French tip? It looks crispy and it looks pretty. You know what? I'm still not decided about that nail. Let's just go back to the middle finger and put on this blue heart. Okay, I lost the first one I showed you. I'm gonna have to figure it out with this one. And okay, all I have to do is just straighten it out here. And again, don't really know what I'm doing in terms of making it stick. So I'm just gonna put a fat layer of gel top coat to kind of float it in there and hopefully it will just stick. Now I'm gonna go back to the ring finger and I think I wanna do one of these little like lava nails, you know what I'm talking about? I'll put some up on the screen so you know what I'm talking about. This one is pretty abstract and I've done it before, so I'm sure I'll be able to do it now. It's not looking like how I want to. It doesn't exactly look like it's flowing. It looks like an Eiffel Tower. You know what? Forget it. This nail's gonna be gold. Well, at least it looks gorgeous. I'll get back to her. So on my pinky, I'm thinking I can use up these little stickers to kind of carry through this gold theme that I got going on. See, these were the ones that I was trying to draw. I should have just used more stickers, but it's fine. We're here now. And I just had to come up with an arrangement of stickers that will look balanced with that middle centerpiece there. You see how much I'm overthinking this? This also may be a good design to put on my thumb to kind of make it more thematic. Oh, I can do the lava design on the index finger and that would really make like a whole vibe. Yes, I'm loving that idea. Let's do it. I'm gonna try this lava situation again. I'm not gonna turn this into a gold nail. I gotta keep this green. I just had to be very strategic about how I put these little lines or veins so that it doesn't look so controlled. Yeah, I'm gonna make it like more of a Y shape so that it's not like a peace sign or anything, you know? Yeah, that's pretty good. Let me just perfect this, and I think I'm going in a good direction here. Yes, are you seeing the vision now? Oh, this gold, the green, the shapes, the fluidity. I love it. This is how I know I'm going in the right direction, is when I start feeling very excited. I'm gonna pick up where I left off with that sticker theme on my thumb. And I think I'm actually gonna put the exact same stickers from my pinky on here. Actually, no, I have more room here, so maybe I can put a bigger arrangement of sticker. All I have to do is make sure it's really flat. And this one I know for sure I just put a top coat over it and I'll be all right. It is top coat time. And thank you for sticking with me through this journey because it is time for the final photos. I'm so grateful for my life and being able to live 25 years so far. It's been a beautiful journey, and yet there's still so much ahead of me. Thank you for celebrating with me. I hope you'll be here next time.